Hey there. This is our weekly prediction contest video that we do during the fall for Georgia football. And it's Monday after the Georgia-Samford game. So we're going to tell you who won that one. And we're going to tell you, encourage you to make a prediction for the Georgia-South Carolina game. If you want to get notified, be sure to click subscribe. Also, you can send the predictions to info@5M Realty. If you're seeing this, that's probably the best way to make sure we see them. So now back to the Georgia-Samford game, which was this Saturday. We had a home game in Athens. It was supposed to rain all weekend, and it was just going to be a total washout. And it barely rained. We got a little mist Saturday. I run a big tailgate for a bunch of my friends and families, and it wound up being a really great day. We had a bunch of kids running around. So it really wound up being a good weekend, except the Georgia game might have been a little bit of a letdown. The final score was 33-0. And I think a lot of people, especially by these predictions that were sent in, expected Georgia to win by even a larger margin. And that's what's funny. I'm going to tell you who won. So all the predictions were big, massive wins. I mean, 50, 60, in some cases 70 to some lower score of Samford. What was funny, though, is almost every single person that made a prediction thought that Samford would score some level of points, 3, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. There was one person that I could find that had it as a shutout, and they also had one of the lower score totals for Georgia, and that is Will Beasley, 56-0, which isn't even close, but it's our winner. So congrats to Will. We'll connect with him. Will's Athens person here that runs a preschool, Primrose in Athens. So great to see Will win. Also, I've known that person a long time. But congrats to Will. Now we'll flip it over to the Georgia-South Carolina game. A little bit, though, I want to talk about the weekend. So at our tailgate, we watched the Alabama game, which, if you're a Georgia fan, you can probably hope for Alabama to lose. They pulled it out, but as one of my friends at the tailgate noticed, he said, well, Texas lost, and that's not really a bad thing either. So that was a great football game. Texas A&M getting beat by Appalachian State. Wow. My son goes to Georgia Southern and is a walk-on on the football team, and they beat Nebraska. So that was another big upset. And then Marshall beat Notre Dame. My point is, as we head over to Columbia, Georgia fans are an arrogant bunch these days. I could tell by the predictions that come in. And to a level, Georgia fans should be. Georgia's a really good football team. But as a fan and to all of you, I just want to remind you that, don't think it can't happen to your team, because it certainly can. I mean, I'm sitting here looking that now Georgia is number one in the AP poll. Based on Alabama's performance, maybe that's fair. But Georgia didn't play great against Samford. I hope that's a good thing that the team will rally around, because it's probably going to be, just assume it's going to be really hot in Columbia. Just assume the fan base is going to be really excited. And it's a place where traditionally Georgia has had some rough days. So while this team is definitely much stronger, has more depth, just keep in mind that your team can. What is it they say? A week away. Humility is a week away. So send us your prediction to the Georgia-South Carolina prediction contest. Gift card to a local Athens business. Usually it's a restaurant, might be something else. My prediction for the game, I really think it's probably going to be a little different for Georgia's defense. Obviously, I can't win, but I'm feeling something more like a 35-14. Let's call it, let's stick with that. Let's call it 35-14. And to Georgia on the Georgia side, 35-14. And then send us yours. You can do that at info@5M Realty. You can Athens GA at 5M Realty, or comment below if you're seeing this on Facebook or possibly on our YouTube channel. So congrats to Will Beasley. Have a great week. Go Dogs. Get us your prediction when you can. And we'll get something out next week to tell you who won the Georgia-South Carolina.